Hi, Andy Evans here, Aevo Guitars, podcast 46. Okay, hello. Alright, I thought I'd give you an update on this Les Paul that I've started. I'm really struggling to get flamed maple here, and I've just found out that it doesn't grow here at all because it's too hot. So you've got to go to the north of France or to the northeast to get it, or get it online. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I found a place in Canada that ships it out, and it's stunning stuff. They do roasted curly maple, roasted maple, all types of wood. So I think I'm just going to do that. And I was hoping to buy a big 4-meter plank, here, but I'm really struggling to find it anywhere. So I'm just going to get some chips over, small bits, just enough to make guitar necks and tops. So this is, I've decided I'm going to do a semi-acoustic. If you noticed here, I've actually changed it slightly. So it's not going to be a Gibson Les Paul. It's going to be a Fibson, a Fibson chez, yeah, like they call chefs here in France. They call them chez, So a chef is somebody who puts all different ingredients together, comes up with something great. So hopefully this is going to be the Fibson chez, and it's going to be amazing at the end, hopefully. So I'm going to buy a press drill soon to make a load of holes in here, and then I'll route it out, because there's a lot of routing on its own, and press drills are really, bench press drills are really handy. So that's my next purchase, and I'm going to cut a load of holes out in here, and then I'm going to route it out, route some chambers out, and then do a nice carved, hopefully flamed roasted maple top, hopefully, but we'll see. So it's not actually going to be a Les Paul. I've decided, well, it's going to look a bit like a Les Paul. I'm going for that. My own headstock design. I don't know if you can see that. I've not quite finished it yet. It's going to have a straight string pull. You can see there that they've done the holes there. They should be all straight. It's going to have a long 22 fret long Gibson scale. It's a bit long. It's 25 inches roughly, a bit longer than the Les Paul. It's going to have a different neck joint. It's going to be, I'm not quite sure yet, but it's definitely going to be a lot more ergonomic at the back here, and it's going to have a nice fancy heel, like some type. I'm going to make it sort of a fancy heel here, and maybe a belly cut if I can do that with the routing, but I'm not quite sure. Alright, stay tuned for that. Put that to the side. I'll put an EP fingerboard on it, EP. It's really good stuff. It's rock hard like ebony, polishes up great. And today I've actually made another sanding block, a 14-inch radius. Basically, I make these myself, and I'll show you how it's 3 pieces of wood glued together. But basically, what I do first, just using something like that, a ruler, put your finger, let's do it that way so you can see what's going on. Hold it on a piece of wood that way, put a pencil in there and turn like that so you get a circle. So you can make your own radius gauges doing that, figure out, obviously, like figure out what radius you want, work it out, and sort of do that on a piece of wood basically, then cut it out, which I do there. That's my radius gauge, and then plonk that on a bit of plywood like that. Hang on, this was just a little, there's 3 pieces here. Obviously you can't cut that out vertically on a small bandsaw like this, so I do little blocks, 2-inch blocks, and then glue them together, and that's my marker. Draw that onto the 2-inch block, pencil it out, cut it out on the bandsaw, glue it together, and then I just glue my sandpaper on with wood glue, believe it or not. It takes 5 minutes to dry this. I've got some really fast gluing cheap wood glue. There's my 40 grit sandpaper on there, just to get the radius this is. And it's really quick. 14-inch radius is a lot quicker than doing like a 10-inch radius or a 9-inch radius, So I'm quite happy with that. And I might actually start doing some flatter fingerboards. It's quite nice, nice to feel. It's also a lot quicker because this fret wire comes perfectly, you know, for a 14-inch radius. It's a bit tighter, but that's perfect, you know. So you don't have to mess around bending your fret wire. And these guys who play fast, you know, like flat fingerboards. So this is a bit of an experiment. It's another prototype that I've got on the way. So there you go. Have a look at that. It's not there yet, but it's going to look quite nice when I finished it. It's going to be a bit slimmer than a Les Paul. It's going to have a carved top, semi-acoustic sound chambers, an F-hole here, and maybe a blue stain on the front if it's a maple, flame maple, and I'll keep the black mahogany, the back mahogany plain. Alright guys, stay tuned for that. Hopefully when I get it finished, I'll do another podcast. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the Fibson. In England, telling lies is called fibbing, so that's why I've called it a Fibson, because it's not, you know, I'm sort of making it out to be my own design. It's a bit of a copy, you know. So, alright, thanks guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. See you next time.